but they'd come out flying the next. I expect them to come out flying this week. Everton last week, although they won 3-1, it wasn't really what you would say a confidence-building kind of game. It was a very deliberate, very workmanlike, very safe in the zone, but nothing spectacular. And to be quite honest, Calvert-Lewin had a few chances that he blew. He might have got a bit closer there, but Everton weren't really fantastic, is what I'm saying. So, not looking for special things from Everton at the moment. Rafa's new in the job. They're still trying to get it going. Richarlison makes me laugh every time with his looks of confusion. It's just fantastic. It really is. It makes me laugh my arse off. Anyway, Everton leads. 2-1 leads, what I'm thinking there. Next up. Oh my, a bad day for Norwich. Another bad day for Norwich. Man City on the road. It's Man City at the Etihad for Norwich. Man City away for Norwich. How does that sound? Exactly. 4-0. 4-0. That's what I'm saying. And it could even get worse. And look for Norwich to do what they did 2 years ago. Going down. I'm just saying it. Down. 4-0 Man City. And by the end of that game, they're going to be moving closer to picking up Harry Kane, was what I'm feeling. Because I'll be shocked if Harry Kane doesn't go to Man City. I'll be more surprised if Harry Kane stays at Tottenham than go to Manchester City. Final game on Saturday, remember these are just Saturday games, is Brighton-Watford. Watford, great result last week, beating Villa 3-2. That's a very tidy result. This week's going to be a bit different. Brighton set up a bit more defensively, very clever, but very, very sort of sly. The counter-attack moves are very click, 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 click. They go through the lines and they really don't advertise the move. They're very hand in glove and they're very secretive what they do, but they build up very rarely, but when they do, they get close. This time, at home, Brighton might well come out with a slightly different change because, hey, let's face it, you're playing the new kids. I expect Brighton to win this 2-1, but Watford could get a draw. Could get a draw. But on the day, it should be Brighton's win. Now, moving on to Sunday, Southampton, the first game up. Man United come to town. Southampton 1, Man United 2. Southampton doesn't really have much firepower. Ward-Prowse signed a 5-year deal yesterday. He would have been better going to a bigger club. He needs to go to a bigger club because Southampton are never going to win any trophies. And he's good enough to win trophies. Considering he's in the England squad, he should be at a bigger club. Not big club, bigger. So on the day, Southampton 1, Man United 2. You United fans, you might think you've got 6 points out of 6 at the moment. Southampton won't make it easy, but I really think you're going to have enough in the tank. And the squad I saw training at the ground looked very good. So, just saying, Man United win on the road at Southampton. Next game up, Wolves and Spurs with or without Harry Kane in the lineup. But definitely with coach Espirito Santo, who was the coach of Wolves last season. Wolves, different kind of team this year. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. I'm definitely seeing different tactics, but they're not working. So I think Wolves have got to make a quick decision soon to go back to the basics, what they're good at, or stop this changing in the middle thing. This midfield system, what they played in the last game, it just did not work. So tactics, they've got to go back to what they are. Why change a good thing? I expect a top game. Wolves and Tottenham could end up 1-1. Could end up 1-1. With Harry Kane in the team, I think you get a away win there for Tottenham. Mr. Min-Sun, who scored that glorious goal at weekend, he can't do it every game. So I'm saying 1-1, Wolves and Tottenham. But if Harry Kane does play, and it's all finished with Man City, which I can't believe, then I see Spurs winning 2-1, 3-1 at Wolves. But only with Harry Kane. And the final point I'm going to make is that I think Harry Kane should refuse to play and go to Man City. If it's his dream, then he should do it. Sometimes you should stick to your guns. When you've gone through the legal channels with the club and you've explored every possible legal channel with the club, and you also have a clause in your contract to get out of that club or that contract, I per se, then if everything fails legally, down tools, walk away, because you have no other option. And I think that's what Harry Kane should do. Anyway, final game on Sunday, Arsenal-Chelsea. Who would be an Arsenal fan right now? I'm not being hard on the Gunners, but who would be an Arsenal fan right now? Your coach ain't making you happy. The team ain't making you happy. You got a gorgeous stadium, but there's no love around the building or on the park. Oh, who would be an Arsenal fan? If you're an Arsenal fan, Stick with it. It's your club. You only get one club, good or bad. You've got to stick through the good and the bad. But right now it looks pretty bad. On the game, I can only see one winner, and that's Chelsea. And I got a score of 3-1 to Chelsea or 3-2. If Arsenal score 2 goals, they've done really good. But if they lose after scoring 3 goals, that tells you exactly where the problem with Arsenal is. And it is their problem. It's in defence. It might be a goalkeeping issue because neither Leno or Ramsgate coming in from Sheffield United, neither of them are world class. And in defence, it's not really what you would say fantastic. So, their whole squad needs a refresh. It needs some world class energy in there, and it needs some nasty fighting spirit in the middle. Some people that are going to beat you up, like Patrick Vieira style or Roy Keane style. That's what Arsenal need. Get some of that. Arsenal could be a better club. But on the day, I'm telling you, Arsenal 1, Chelsea 3. I can't see anything else, but I can see Romelu Lukaku starting his career at the Emirates with a goal. And once he gets a goal, who knows? He might get another. He might assist. But Arsenal, I don't think have a chance in stopping Lukaku. He's too powerful, he's too fast, and he's too good. And he is world class. And Romelu Lukaku, this time around in the Premier League, you're going to see a winner, but you're also going to see someone who's got to prove another point. That you teams that kept selling me, this is why you should not have sold me. This is why you should have kept me. Anyway, 3-1 Chelsea on the weekend at Arsenal. And your final game on Monday, West Ham Leicester. 2 coaches doing great jobs. David Moyes has made West Ham a sort of above middle to a challenging club. And Brendan Rodgers at Leicester came into a decent club, but he's kept them at a very high level. So 2 managers doing a great job. 2 clubs very respectable in the squad. Great players on the field. Doing well financially. What could be better? That's how you run football clubs. My hat's off to West Ham and Leicester. They're looking fantastic. For little clubs, they're doing fantastically well. On the day, West Ham 2, Leicester 1. That's what I see. Now, off the back of all that, remember, I want your results for your Liverpool game. What's the score for the Liverpool-Burnley game? And I also want your score for the Arsenal and the Chelsea game. So give me some of that. Much love. And then here's some things to think about. Arteta. If they lose, the pressure's on him, and it will continue, and that club can be in trouble big time, like it has been for a couple of years. But this could even be worse. And Odegaard coming in. Why would you sign for a club in that sort of situation? I'd have said, no, I'll stay where I am, thank you. When you're playing good again and you're higher up the league, I'd love to come and play for Arsenal, but I think I'll stay away. I can't believe he signed. Anyway, they signed him in. If it makes a big difference, I'd be surprised. I really would, because he's coming in days. So he needs time to settle. But Arteta, if this doesn't get better, pressure's on him. Arsenal, you'll see the demonstrations outside the Emirates again and again and again. Vieira, Palace, if they lose heavily on the weekend against Brentford, the pressure's going to start piling on him. An unknown coach in the Premier League, Patrick Vieira. But if it doesn't start going good for Palace soon, he's going to feel the heat. Watch that picture. Grealish, if he doesn't start having good things happen for him at Man City over the next couple of weeks, I'm telling you now, Man City fans, give him a little time. I think Grealish is going to need 2 to 3 weeks to settle in, and then you'll start seeing things. And by early November, into the Christmas period, he's going to be settled in. That's when you're going to see spectacular things. I really do. It might happen sooner, but I think Grealish needs a little bit of time. And like I say, Lukaku is huge for the EPL, and he's huge for Chelsea, because now Chelsea is a title contender. Okay, people, have a great weekend with the game. Write me your thoughts, give me your scores, and we'll talk later. Have a great day. Don't let anyone bend it up.